Hello, I'm Lo. Today I visited a flea market after a long time. It's called the Oimachi Racecourse Flea Market, and it happens every Saturday and Sunday. Of course, this is dependent on the weather. I used to visit often, and now that I think of it, it happens every week. I really don't know how to put it. Maybe the reason it is held every week is because of the vendors. Are you a vendor? There are a lot of antiques, and because they are put out every week, there's always something new. I spotted a person using Instagram for their business after a long time, probably someone in PR. Seeing what they were doing, it seemed a bit different, so I decided to explore it this time. I hope you can see how it looks after my exploration. I will introduce some of the goods I found, so please look forward. Thanks for watching. This is at the Oimachi Flea Market. Choosing these cute keychains can be quite tough. It's near the entrance. Surprisingly, a Ralph Lauren chap's shirt is selling for just 1,500 yen. There were surprisingly good finds, especially in this right corner. Well, you can see it from the hustle and bustle of this person. There are a lot of clothes, and the price range starts from about 1,000 yen. This unique outlaw vibe under this overpass is really cool. Man, this place is pretty good. Was this jacket Adidas? It was a red nylon one. I think this was something like 1,500 yen, which is kind of amazing. The shirts here are all 500 yen, which was impressive. They had a good size range, including large. It was divided into S, M, and L sizes. The fact that you can get things for 300 yen here is pretty amazing. This is the outdoor venue. It wasn't here in the old days. Last time I visited, the seller was at the far end of this first shop, and they were really good. It seemed like they knew a lot about vintage clothes. The weather is great today too. It's so easy to navigate and makes for a wonderful mood. I spotted a few t-shirts here and there. They also had work pants. Maybe these are Euro work pants? There are quite a lot of people here, lots of foreigners too. It was surprising to see how many people knew how good the weather was. Man, the weather is really nice. The wind was a bit strong. I'd say it was quite the challenge. There were people who said the racks had fallen over. I think it was a difficult marketplace for the sellers. Yes, there were quite a many miscellaneous corners as I walked around. There are people rolling up their sleeves here and there. This time of year is difficult for layering clothing, isn't it? It's difficult to tell if it's hot or cold. There were items like tableware set up as well. Maybe, I don't know, clothing was about 60 to 70%. The rest was mostly miscellaneous goods. This pet keychain was extremely cute. Surprisingly, there were more vintage toys and miscellaneous goods than old party items. Maybe this area here is for individual sellers. Even the cheap items were really cheap. There were plenty of 100 yen colors. After all, the swing's charm is its price. Its price is cheap. This corner shop was very good. This is probably a businessman. But even the racks were super pretty just digging in.
This shirt was good. Is it a Big Mac work shirt? Quite a dark grey. I think it was probably about 1,000 or 2,000 yen. I wonder if this area is just for hot stuff. There were quite a few people selling denim jackets. Are these European work pants? Maybe from the 90s, I think it's 80s or something like that. Perhaps there were more light outerwear because of the season. This shop was surprisingly cheap and good. The clothes here were only on this hanger rack. Most of them were vintage items. Yes, your 50 shirt is also 80s throwdown. I think it was a bit cheap. Maybe about 1,000 yen, 500 yen or something like that. I wonder if it would have been good to buy this. It's a pretty good fit. We've only seen about half of the outside area, as you can see. There were quite a lot of small miscellaneous goods here.
These folks were pretty awesome. This is all from the Rock Bar sale. The prices are somewhat cheap compared to stores, but somewhat expensive for a flea market, but they do have some decent stuff. This is an Adidas nylon jacket. It has a cool grey and white combination. I think it was around 3,000 yen. They have some good stuff. I didn't think that the weekly flea market would have such quality. I initially thought that I'd need to dig deeper, but I was surprised that I found good stuff just browsing around. Everyone's buying good stuff. At a glance, I think there could be something. What did you think of the main story? We had good weather, but the wind was a little strong. I was worried about the noise. Well, it should be okay. I think there are several places where the sound is a bit dull. There's a lot of progress compared to 3 or 4 years ago when I was here. I think I showed you at the beginning of the video. It was happening under the car park. When I went there, it was already large in sight area, so there were a lot of different things. If you watch the video, I think you can get the general idea. There are clothes, antiques, cameras, used cameras and such. It has a great variety, and moreover, the exterior shot. The venue and the outdoor parking lot are open. In essence, the area feels as if it has doubled in size. Therefore, the Freeman at Oimachi is held every week. The Freeman itself is vibrant, and I thought it gives off a great atmosphere. If there is an opportunity, I would like to go there every time. Now, about the items that I purchased this time, I bought 2 pairs of pants. First, let's talk about this one. These are Revice's Star Presto pants. Moreover, it's cherry-picked. Certainly it is in chestnut color. They refer to this color as moss green. This is such a great find. This was sold at the price of 7,000 yen. In a regular thrift store, it could cost more than double than what I paid. Even if they sold it for around 15 to 20,000 yen, I wouldn't hesitate to buy it. Certainly, it's a great color. In terms of size, it's quite large at 36 inches. But this is, I don't know, but I wonder if this is okay. Recently, since I joined this year, I've been wearing pants that are a little tight at the waist, with the waist up. I'm liking wearing them hemmed and shortened. With that, this is one of the best. I think I'll wear this one a lot. Now, the second one is also pants. Please take a look at this. This fade and nice paint con are Levi's 505 from Mexico. Can you see the waist notation? This is waist length. It's waist 36 with a length of 30. So there is a store, where was it again? It has several options and I got one. I think it was probably the vendor. But among them there were 505, made in the United States and made in Mexico. The one made in the US is probably more valuable, but now that it's no longer made in Mexico, I thought the color fading of the Mexican product was also very good. This is all about black. When it comes to indigo denim, I overwhelmingly prefer the one made in the US, but when we talk about black, the color fade from Mexico is quite good. I wonder if this is it. For example, the way the color fades around the waist on this side is also very good. Around the belt. And it's good here too. This, the way the hem falls around here. Here too. Isn't this very bad? So I used to have a 501 pre-dyed black. 501. That's really skinny. The older version, it's super thin. Not exactly skinny, but it's noticeably slim. Maybe it's from the 80s. I don't really like it that much. Red ears and stuff like that. More like the previous eras, the 60s, or there are a lot of loosely worn stuff from the 1950s. I can wear many things from these times, but this time I'm going to go in another direction. I think this is actually from the 90s or even the 2000s. This one could be worn loosely. Well, I have short legs. So I thought this shape would suit my preference and started focusing on this. Vintage is really good, but this item might be from the 2000s. It's also over 20 years old, so technically it's vintage. It's what you might consider modern secondhand clothing or reissue secondhand clothing. I'm thinking about collecting a bit of what they call next vintage. Okay. The price was around 3,000 yen. It cost 3,000 yen. If I bought it normally, I think it would be around 5,000 or 6,000 yen. Thank you for watching today's video. Look forward to the next video.